Hey family, it's Regina. Welcome. Glad to have you here. Today's episode is about the heady, intoxicating scent of tuberose. I'm going to go through 15 of the fragrances in my collection that Fragrantica says has tuberose. So if that sounds appealing to you, stick around. And as I like to say, welcome. My story is, a year ago, Spirit put it on my heart that I need to come on social media and reduce my very large collection down to a more reasonable number. At the time, I thought I only had 600 fragrances, and I was very, very, very wrong. Now that I know that I was probably closer to 900 or 1,000 fragrances, I'm now trying to get it down to 300. I don't know how I'm going to do, but I'm in the second phase of my declutter, where I'm decluttering by note. Today, we're making our way through tuberose. So let me tell you about tuberose, because tuberose and I are not going to be friends. Why? Because why did anybody not tell me that tuberose is more related to the lily family than the rose family? Why would you call it tuberose? It's not a rose, it's a lily. I know all you fragrance experts knew that already. I did not. I was trying to figure out in all these tuberose forward fragrances where the rose was, and it wasn't there. Anyway, this is what I found. Tuberose is native to Mexico. It is currently primarily cultivated in India and Egypt. It's actually hand extracted. I can only imagine the amount of work it takes to get that. The tuberose used in perfumery is often a synthetic copy. Well, I can imagine if everything's got to be done by hand. Tuberose Absolute carries a heady, persistent fragrance with the notes of honey, wax, cream, and warmth. Reminiscent of honeysuckle, jasmine, gardenia, and orange blossom, it is often blended alongside those other white flowers. Hence, when I found out it wasn't a rose. It is known, just for a piece of trivia, as the carnal flower, also known as the harlot of perfumery. Do you know why? Because back in the day, two things. One, the mistress of the French kings would use tuberose to signal that they weren't pregnant, and young girls in Italy weren't allowed to walk past blooming tuberose gardens in case they lost their minds and therefore their virginity. Let's see what I get. I'd like to see what I'm going to lose in this episode with these 15 fragrances. Chinatown by Bond No. 9, New York. Bond No. 9 is not one of my favorite houses, I have to be honest. I think I had quite a few, and then at some point I've gotten it down to where I may have 4. Can't really off the top of my head tell you that any of the 4 are anything worth keeping. I think Chinatown is probably my favorite out of the 4. Let's see what I think. Oh, there is something. Oh, this is heady. It's fantastic. It just makes me wonder if it's cherry blossom that I'm smelling instead of tuberose. But shocking, a beautiful floral fragrance. What I do, I smell it, I see what I can get out of it, because right now I do get heady. And then I'm going to come back at the end, and we're going to go through after the dry down and see what I think of them then. How about this one, which is an oldie, not as popular. I think it's actually been discontinued. Elizabeth and James Nirvana Bourbon. And this is by the Olsen twins. They were on sale when I got them, and I bought all 3. Oh, this is blossomed. To be honest, I'm not getting any floral out of this. What I'm getting is sweet vanilla bourbon. Let's see how the dry down works. This is gorgeous. I'm just not getting tuberose or anything that I would say is reminiscent of honeysuckle, orange blossom, jasmine, or gardenia. Not to say it's not there, it's just not my nose. But I like this. It's actually a stunner. All right, next one, Nishane 100 Silent Ways. This is another one when I did the house that I opted to keep because I do like the floral notes in this. Oh, see, this smells like candy to me. This is so sweet. I get floral. It's gonna take me a little while, y'all, because I keep thinking tuberose is rose, and it's not. I'm looking for more of a lily scent. I like Nishane 100 Silent Ways. It would still stay. Even if I don't smell the tuberose, I love it for other things. Ella K, Camellia K. Sorry for all the little hand marks on it, but you know, I touch my fragrance, y'all, and usually I don't tend. TMI, I was getting ready to put myself out there. But the truth is, I don't clean my fragrances every week. I try to clean them once a quarter or as I reach for them, but unlike some of you, I just don't have it in me to be doing all that. Ooh, crap sprayer. Ooh, okay, let's see. Ooh, oh, this one I am getting tuberose because I'm getting orange blossom and honeysuckle and maybe even jasmine. Oh, this is, yeah, that's the word I would use. This is heady. This is not something that I would wear for a casual day. It is not something that I would wear going to work for sure, because this could be so easily oversprayed to where you're going to choke people out. But it is gorgeous. Let's do a Middle Eastern one that I actually love, which is So Candid. I believe this is inspired by So Scandal or Scandal by somebody. You can tell me in the comments. It's a dupe. It's an inspired by of somebody. Interesting. My first sniff was heady floral. I would say that's probably the Tuberose. And then unfortunately it went immediately to rotten teeth. Yeah, like, you know, when you were a little kid and you found the little box with your grandparents or your great aunties or somebody's teeth as they were pulled, and they had that, when you open the box, it had that smell. That is what I'm getting now. So the association I have is when I get aster lilies, which is one of my favorite flowers, and I get them when they start to die. This is what it smells like. I'm not sure that I want to smell like it, but let's see. All right. Next is Mont Blanc Signature Absolute. I have decluttered the Mont Blanc Signature, which is the white one, because for my nose, I didn't smell anything other than milk, and I have issues with milk on my skin. Just issues. You know, youthful experimentation gone horribly wrong. Let's just leave it at that. Oh, but see, this is gorgeous. This to me smells more fruity cucumber than heady lily of the valley or honeysuckle or orange blossom. Nice, I like it. I didn't get what I thought I would. However, I did get white floral out of it, so that's a very big positive. There's no milk in this to me, thank goodness. This one is a special one. This one is the one that I wore for years after my #2 love got discontinued. This is, oh, by the way, this is Caterina de Medici I Perfumi Differenzi. It is so over the top sweet, floral sweet. I could see why they might be thinking somebody wearing this has lost her mind. Just trying to lose her virginity. This is a bomb in a good way. We're gonna hold off and see. It's so floral. It's so floral. I don't think I was prepared for it to smell like that. The flowers in that has intensified since I left. About Marfa by Memo. Marfa is more green to me, more herbal. I'm not getting, like, I would say this is not orange blossom, this is more petitgrain. This is, okay, let's see how that dries down. This would probably be my second no, because I think So Candid is going to be my first no, because I'm not a fan of full teeth. Clive Christian, first of all, have a weakness for crown. Bought this. This is Art Deco. I have a weakness for Art Deco, although I gotta be honest, the crown looks kind of like a butt. I'm not gonna lie, it looks like butt cheeks, but nevertheless, this is called Blonde Amber, a perfume of noble birth. This is from the Noble collection. The time or two that I have sprayed this, it didn't wow me. It could be because my nose is not fancy enough for a Clive Christian kind of fragrance. Ooh. There is no floral in this to me. This is 100% amber. This is amber, incense, spice. And maybe that's why it didn't really work for me. I'm not a spice fan. On the stick, I'm getting the slightest hint of a flower. But for the most part, this is really a deep winter, like Minnesota deep winter, kind of deep winter spice bomb. I'm not sure, for my nose, this does not belong in this group. But let's see what happens on the dry now. I got to be a little bit more open-minded. This one was a surprise, you guys. This is Davidoff Cool Water Street Fighter Edition. Wasn't expecting any Davidoff to actually have tuberose in it. To me, Cool Water, any of the Cool Waters, is all aquatic, salty, CE, if you will. It's just much more, yeah, let me just spray. I'm gonna stop talking. I love this, but for all the wrong reasons, clearly. Yes, there is a hint of a floral note in it. I just don't think it's honeysuckle, orange blossom, or jasmine, or gardenia. It's beautiful for the aquatic notes. This was a yes. Sorry, y'all. This was always a yes, because it is one of my favorite Davidoff flankers. It has actually taken place, in my mind, of the Davidoff original. Let's do another Middle Eastern that I love. This is Atine Martin Jamila. Gorgeous packaging. I mean, just for the packaging alone, I love this. I'm not sure I knew that it had, every time I hear tuberose, I was thinking it was rose, and all right, so you guys, a question. Can somebody explain to me on YouTube the vlog situation? And I'm asking because, I mean, there are vloggers that I watch that I found them as bloggers, so that's the only way I know them. Oh yes, There's a hint of Play-Doh here, but there is floral. Soft though. This is probably the softest flower or floral note out of all the ones I've sprayed, other than the Nirvana, because that smells just like vanilla bourbon. Help me understand, is that the progression as you build your following because you now have a community of people who look for you or who are via your camera for like a week? So if you know, can you please tell me? This is Amouage Honor. Absolutely beautiful packaging, not as nice as Métis Martin and Mike. I love the little top of the cap. Not that I'm thinking of doing a vlog, because I gotta be honest, my life is not that interesting. Seriously. There are all fragrance reviewers who vlog either regularly or periodically that I also follow, and I watch their vlogs, but I find their lives more interesting than mine. Let's try this one. Oh, yes. Oh, this is coming in all white floral. I think I always thought that was a lot of jasmine, but now I'm thinking that that is actually the tuberose. And I'm using the word heady, where it's not an opening flower. It has reached its point of full bloom, full potency, and it might be like at that second or third day of opening where it's just starting to move into overripe or dying, whatever you want to call it. Let's try another Middle Eastern one. Barkar Gold. Now this has been here several times. Who knew it had all these notes? I have loved it every time. It has become one of my favorites. I suspect it will end up staying this time too. I do get the floral. It's going to take some work for me, honestly, to get tuberose distinct from some of the other white flowers. I think once I do jasmine, it'll make it so much easier, because jasmine is a fragrance that I love, and I just need to differentiate it because apparently they come together. Do I get heady? No, I get a lovely white floral. 2 more to go. This is my favorite because I love the fact it can be a weapon. This is Electimus Mercurial Cashmere. Tell me I can't, I mean, you guys know this weight of this. Now, to me, I always view this as a vanilla fragrance. I never really thought about if it had floral notes in it or not. Oh, beautiful. This is a yes. It's a yes because I'm being hit with a big old gust of vanilla and sweetness. Am I getting floral out of it? I can't say that I am. There's a hint of floral there. Is it a heady floral to me? No. But yes, I could say it's a white flower. It's just, this is just beautiful. It is Pêche Cardinal. I can already tell you guys right now, I'm going to spray it. It ain't going anywhere because this is one of the most amazing peach forward fragrances I've ever smelled in my entire life. And I want it in my collection always, even though I don't wear peach that often. This smells like peach. It's because it's a ripe peach, a very ripe peach, and I believe that is because of the flowers in it, because of the tuberose. It stops just short of going into the downward spiral into death and rotting for the flower and for the fruit. It's upon us, I think. Let's go through. Chinatown. It faded to nothing. I don't get any floral. This is a no. 100 Silent Ways. Oh, beautiful. The sweetness and the floral notes are still there. Absolutely gorgeous. Still a love. It's a yes. Nirvana. Vanilla Bourbon. Nirvana Bourbon is what it's called. Sorry. Still gorgeous. Got a little pepper in there now on the dried out. But still a lot of vanilla, a lot of bourbon. Yes. Peliquet. Yes. Beautiful floral. Not too heavy. Don't spray too much. It could not be. That could be a bad thing. Caterina de Medici. Perfumi Frenzy. No. Oh, can I have a moment? I think I need a moment. But no. I used to love you. Isn't that a song? Oh yeah, the Gwen Stefani song. I might have to put it in here as I say goodbye to that. Next, So Candid by Maison Alhambra. Oh, this got better in the dry down. It got more fruity, more sweet. It's like bubblicious bubblegum. Yes. That's good, because I don't think I can take another heartbreak. Mont Blanc Signature Absolute. Still has a little cucumber in there to my nose? Yes. Marfa, no. The green note in there hasn't gone away. Bahar Gold, Rose Gold. Oh, still a yes. This smells what I would hope Chinatown was going to turn into, but it didn't. Teen Martin, Jamila. Yes. Still has a Play-Doh note to it, but I like Play-Doh. Clive Christian, Blonde Amber. I'm bringing this back with the ambers. There is no floral in this to me. It's all spice. Amouage, Honor. Oh, this is a lovely floral. This to me is probably the most tuberose floral out of them all. This is a yes. This is going to help me understand what tuberose is. Pêche Cardinal. Yeah, the peaches, the peach nectar vibe is just so delicious. This is a yes. 3 are going. 2 are questionable, and 10 are staying. Wow, that was a good learning. It's going to take a little while for me to sort of pull out the tuberose, but I think I'm doing better at just recognizing white, yellow, purple flowers, although, you know, honeysuckle and orange blossom and jasmine are pretty easy for me to do. Thank you guys for being here. Let me know what you think of my choices. Let me know if you have any of these. Let me know what your favorite tuberose, not a rose, fragrance is. Share in the comment. I will see you in the next one. Cheers.